Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've honestly completely forgotten how to do my intro because it's been so long since I've filmed anything. So thank you so much for sticking with me. I have now moved house and today is going to be a good old-fashioned favourite video, and it's gonna be kind of a little bit of a different one because every time I've made favourites videos I've been like, right, what's new that's been my favourite this month? Like, I want to show you maybe some new products or just something new that I've been enjoying, you know, all that kind of jazz. But then I was like, yeah, but I often use the same, you know, it's the same stuff a lot of the time that I'm using on a daily basis. And then I was kind of like, oh, well, that's sort of boring. But then I was like, actually, I really like seeing when people have used stuff on a regular basis. Something that was a favourite 6 months ago, is it still in your routine? Is it still in your makeup bag? Are you still using it every day? All that kind of stuff. So that's what my favourites videos are kind of gonna be from this point on. There will always be a few new things sprinkled in, you know, I mean, I buy things, there's gonna be. But at the same time, there are gonna be lots of repeats or things that I've rediscovered and that kind of thing. And I can give you a little bit more of an update on how I'm enjoying them now. Am I enjoying them as much as I was a few months ago? All that kind of thing. So if that sounds like the kind of thing you'd enjoy watching, then please do hit that little subscribe button down there, and yeah, I'll be releasing one of those every month, and then lots of other random stuff in between. Before I forget, and I promise we'll get into it, but I had a comment on my Instagram saying that a bit of content around about, you know, the house move and kind of what I found was some really important things when moving house, like what did I find we need, what did I find we needed to do, all that kind of thing. Would that be something that you'd be interested in seeing? I can absolutely make that video, but I appreciate that it's quite different from the content that I've been putting out as a general rule. So like I said, I will more than happily make that video, but at the same time, if it's not the kind of thing you're interested in, then that's also really helpful to know. Leave me a comment down below if you would like to see a little bit of content surrounding the house move, but obviously I will be primarily keeping my channel about the same kind of things, but you know, it might be fun to throw something a little different in there. Okay, so first favourite is actually what I'm wearing right now, and it is the new look dress that I showed in my last video. I think it was so long ago, I can't remember, but I have been loving this dress. It is just so comfortable. It's lightweight, but because you've got like the long sleeves and it's a little bit warmer than something really strappy, and it's just so easy to throw on. I feel so comfortable in it. I feel really flattered in it as well because I don't like anything that's really tight on my tummy in particular, but just kind of my upper body in general. I just find it feels restrictive. And I get a bit like claustrophobic in it. I don't know. Anyway, but this has just got that beautiful kind of flowy fit, but at the same time, doesn't feel like a tent. You know what I mean? I also really like the colour. I just think it's pretty. So then in terms of favourites of products, I'm going to go kind of head to toe, as it were, just because I find that then I don't forget things as much, although I sometimes still do. So, you know, hang on till the end because there'll probably be something thrown in. The first things I wanted to chat about were these Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner. Now, I've mentioned the fact that I wanted to try Living Proof. I've got another one of their products to show you, but I've tried their styling products for a little while now, but I wanted to try their shampoo and their conditioner because I love their styling products, and I've been curious about trying basically higher end shampoos and conditioners. You know, these are not cheap. I actually ended up buying these on eBay because somebody was selling theirs. Like, she'd bought, I think she'd like messed up her order and bought two. So anyway, whatever. But they were brand new. But I sort of managed to save a little bit of money that way. So sneaky tip. I was really curious to try the more expensive shampoos and conditioners to basically see if they did actually make that much of a difference. Like, are they that much better? And whilst I will say no to a certain extent, like, I haven't noticed a complete difference in my hair, but then my hair was in pretty good condition to start off with, so you know, something miraculous not necessarily expected, but I do have to say that I have really enjoyed using these. The smell is gorgeous. I love it. It's a little bit wet. They've literally just come out of my shower, and they do work really well. And the one thing I will say about these being a bit more expensive is that I find you need to use a lot less of each. So although they're more expensive, yes, they're lasting me a lot longer than shampoo and conditioner would normally last me. So does it work out as cheaper? no, but they do last you a long time. I have really enjoyed these. Will I repurchase them? I don't know. I think I'm going to go back and try another couple of the Body Shop shampoo and conditioners because I really like their range, and then kind of compare the two, if that makes sense. Continuing with the cleaning your hair sort of theme, this is a dry shampoo, and I actually got this from Boots, I believe, and it's by the brand Colab, and this is a cruelty-free brand, and I got the little tiny can just basically because I wanted to test it, because dry shampoos, finding a nice one, bane of my life. Love this. Really, really good. The thing I've loved about this is that it says no white residue, and it actually doesn't have any white residue. So I've really enjoyed that, because that is my, it's just, I wear a lot of black clothes, basically. I just find then that when you dry shampoo, you know, your hair, it just gets everywhere, and you can see it on your top, and like it looks like dandruff, and nobody wants that. So this has been fabulous. Okay, so the next thing is a little bit of an update on a product that I've been using, and it is the Living Proof Restore Smooth Blowout Concentrate Heat Protection, all of that jazz. This is meant to cut your blow drying time down. That's its big like selling point, and I do have to say that I think it works. This is gorgeous stuff. It smells incredible. It's got the same scent as the shampoo and conditioner, so I'm presuming that's a Living Proof scent across all the ranges. I've noticed such a difference in the amount of damage, like immediately, you know when you heat style your hair and then immediately after you're like, oh, it feels a bit, oh my crispy. I've noticed a significant reduction in that feeling since I've been using this. And also, I've had this now, oh gosh, I'll have to check back on what video I mentioned it on, but I've been using it for a couple of months at least, I'd say. You can barely tell I've used any because you only have to use the tiniest amount. So this is going to last forever. So whilst it feels pricey to buy initially, this really does last you like forever. Another little repeat of a product, but it is the Maui Moisture Nourish and Moisture Coconut Milk Weightless Oil Mist, blah, 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 blah. I continue to adore this stuff. I will continue to say, do not spray this directly onto your hair. Spray a little bit into the palm of your hand, rub it between your hands, put it through your hair. They sort of make it out like you could just, you know, spray this on like a shine spray. No, 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 do not do that. You will be an oil slick, because this is actually quite intense. And I think if you had thin hair, this would still be okay, which is why I like to keep talking about it, because if you've got thin hair, just use a little bit less. Thick hair, it'll still work really, really well. So for me, that makes this a really, really great product because it'll suit a lot of people. And like I said, I've been using this for months now, and you can see how much is gone. You know, I use this every single, well, yeah, basically every single day. I run it through the ends of my hair, and it's lasting forever. So this stuff is amazing. Okay, so skincare, we have two. We kind of have a new/old one and then an old one. So the new/old one is the Lacura Hyaluronic and Marine Algae Hot Cloth Cleanser. Now, I have spoken about the Hot Cloth Cleanser from Lacura before. In my mind, it is the best cream cleanser I have ever used. Continues to be, and I've tried others in the meantime, and I haven't mentioned them because they've been rubbish and they haven't worked as well. So this one I'm mentioning in particular because it has a different scent to it. This hyaluronic one has a really beautiful light fragrance to it. And I know some people are like, fragrance and skincare, but it doesn't bother my skin. My skin seems to be able to cope with it pretty well. And I really want a good experience from my skincare as well as it being functional. So yeah, that's why I mentioned it. Like I said, it just has a slightly different scent to the others, and it's gorgeous. It's really, really nice. And look, I mean, these bottles are massive. It's like the size of my head. You don't need a huge amount of it, and this will take off everything. I mean, it takes off waterproof mascara without you even having to like rub your eyes really aggressively for ages. So in my mind, that's an absolute winner. And then a repeat mention of the Centella Unscented Serum because I think this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I have stopped using moisturiser in the mornings, and to be honest, the only reason I use them at night is to kind of lock in my treatments so that they don't kind of run away all over my pillow. But I've stopped using them in the morning completely. I literally just use this and then my sun cream, and it's amazing. It's honestly, it's so lightweight, it's so nice to use, it's really inexpensive, it's really effective, and yeah, I mean, it's nearly done. So I do have another product that I'm wanting to try out. So I'm going to be trying that out over the next few weeks. I'm going to let you know how it goes, obviously. But I mean, I can absolutely see myself repurchasing this. I will be very impressed if anything tops this for me. This is a really, really random one and very unglamorous, despite the name, which I find slightly odd, but it's a toothpaste. This is the Oral-B 3D White Luxe Glamorous White toothpaste. Now, this is actually a new one that I bought yesterday because the old one is scrunched up and empty and now in the recycling. But I have noticed such a difference in the whiteness of my teeth since we've been using this toothpaste, and I haven't been doing anything else, just your normal, you know, brush, floss, mouthwash, you know, that routine. This is the only thing that's changed, and it works. Which I know kind of seems silly because it's like, yeah, well, it says it's going to do that, it should. But I've always been a bit of a skeptic when it comes to whitening toothpastes, because I'm like, how much of a difference can you actually make without having to go to the dentist, if that makes sense? But if you have stains on your teeth, give this a try. Okay, so having just said that I don't use moisturizers on my face anymore, that is still true, but I am still a moisturizers absolute lover. I'm very fussy with textures, you're probably picking this up already, but I cannot stand the texture of like dry hands or dry skin. It honestly gives me the shivers. I can't hack it. So moisturizers are something that is very, very important to me. And first up, good old Body Shop. They're back again. Now, they have recently upgraded the packaging of their body butter moisturizers. This is the mango one. It's my favorite summer scent that they do. Absolutely adore. But they've recently upgraded their packaging, like I say, to glass containers and then an aluminium top, which basically means they can be recycled so much more and more easily than plastic. So I just think that's really, really cool. So kudos, Body Shop. But I've been using this on my legs and my feet and just kind of anywhere that kind of gets a little bit more dry. And I just love it. It just smells so good and it feels lovely to use. It is an intense moisturizer, so you do kind of have to wait and let it sink in, but I don't particularly mind that because I would rather that than have dry skin later, if that makes sense. And then another Body Shop one is the Warm Vanilla Hand Cream. Now, this scent, okay, Body Shop, you will probably not see this, but please bring back the Warm Vanilla scent next Christmas time, because I'm already starting to run out of my backups and I'm scared. Obviously, like at the moment, we're all washing our hands like crazy, we're all sanitizing our hands like crazy. As we're getting out and about a bit more, that's becoming even more so. I mean, I've got one of these in literally every bag. I had to go hunting for this one because I was like, it's in my handbag, where is it? Honestly, I absolutely love this stuff. It works really, really well. It absorbs really, really quickly. It smells incredible and it's kind of cute. So, you know, what more do you want? And then this is something that will be no surprise to any of you, but Burt's Bees lip balm. I cannot fault this stuff. My absolute favorite one is the tinted one, which again is in my handbag, and I forgot to bring it up, so I grabbed this one because this is the one I put on every morning, and it's their beeswax lip balm with vitamin E and peppermint. Now, this is quite a strong peppermint taste and smell, which I love, but if you don't love that, then you're not gonna love this, if that makes sense, because it is quite strong. But I just, yeah, it works. I know, it's kind of the lamest thing ever. It's like, this is the best advert I can possibly do for this, is that I put it on my lips and my lips felt more moisturized. But equally, that's what you want from a moisturizer. I don't need my my lip balm to do anything crazy. I just wanted to keep my lips moisturized, and this does that. So it's a winner. I was worried that I wasn't going to have a lot of things to talk about in this favourites video. Now it's going to be quite a long one from the amount of time I've been recording, so apologies, but on to the next. So this is another repeat offender, and it is my Pink Honey Glue Strawberry Sherbet Texture Hold Eyebrow, not gel, what are you, wax. Now, something that I've started doing on my Instagram, and I need to get back into the rhythm of it now that we've moved, but I've been putting on my Instagram stories just what makeup I've been using every day. Now, this is very rarely anything astronomical because my day-to-day makeup is very light, just a little bit of something. But I've been really, really enjoying doing that, and you guys seem to have been enjoying it too. So yeah, if you want to come follow me on Instagram, then obviously I'll have it linked down below, but also it'll come up on here through the magic of me editing and actually remembering to put it in, because there's definitely been times when I've forgotten and I'm very sorry. But this is just amazing. It just, again, as with all of these, it just really works. And I've mentioned it before, my eyebrow hairs are very long, so finding something that will actually lock them into place but not make them look stuck, if that makes sense. Like, I've done a bit more of an orderly brow today, but you can make your eyebrows really quite feathery. If you just spoolie them up a little bit, you can get a bit more texture, and I've actually been quite enjoying that look. I've been playing around with it a little bit recently, so maybe I'll start doing that a bit more regularly. But this has been holding it beautifully, and they're a small independent business in the UK, and I just think that is amazing. Okay, so this one is a bit of a favorite, but also a, help me out guys. This is the Lash Idôle. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, by Lancôme. And I got this in as a little sample just in a box, and I love it. This is one of the best mascaras I've ever used. But Lancôme are not a cruelty-free brand, and as you know, I do try and focus my cosmetics and my beauty products cruelty-free wherever possible. So who knows of a good cruelty-free alternative to this? Now, I need it to be this good. Okay, because I am really struggling to find cruelty-free mascaras that perform as well as the non-cruelty-free ones. It's just, I don't know why, but it's really frustrating me. So please, please, please help a girl out. Do you know of a really good cruelty-free alternative to this? Because I would love to support them rather than putting money in Lancôme's pocket. So yeah, help me out, but I have, it's really good. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of an apology, I guess, because it's about a product that I kind of raved about, and genuinely at the time, I was like, this is amazing, I love it, I don't get what everybody's going on about. But now that the weather is getting a little bit warmer, and therefore my skin is getting like a little bit more oily, I mean, you know, a little bit, you sweat when you go outside, okay? Like, you know, if you go for a walk, you get a little bit sweaty. And something that I have fallen out of love with now is this, and it's the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. During the winter time, I loved this. I really, really genuinely did. And I was really debating whether I should put this in, because I was like, oh yeah, but people are gonna think I was like lying about liking it, and I wasn't. It was just, when I'm, you know, I'm not an overly sort of sweaty, greasy person. Sounds so weird. Anyway, but in winter time, this didn't smudge on me, and I had no issues whatsoever. But like I say, as soon as it started getting a bit warmer, then I was just like, this smudged everywhere, like really badly underneath my eyes. Like, I stopped wearing mascara on my lower lashes because it would just go everywhere and just make me look like I hadn't slept for a month. So maybe I'll go back to this when the weather is a little bit cooler. I don't know. I mean, I've used up the entire tube now anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, I did just want to say that if you have found this smudged on you and you weren't a big fan, then I get you now. Yeah. Okay, and then the last thing I'm sure you'll be very happy to hear is this. And this is the Naturals Nectar by Lacura, and it is their, so this is Algae's brand again, and this is their dupe of the Urban Decay Honey palette, is that what it's called? And I have been loving using this. Now, I do not actually have this on my eyes today. I should have done that, but we have grey eyeliner on, and then these aren't grey eyeliner colour gauges. I know, your heart bleeds for me, doesn't it? But as I've been getting a little bit of sort of colour back in my skin from being out in the sun a little bit more, I have been reaching for this palette more and more and more, and I'm just really enjoying it. The textures are great, they blend out really easily, the shimmers are stunning, quite frankly, and the brush ain't bad either. So this has just been an absolute winner for me, and I have continued to use it. I've continued to use all of my Lacura palettes actually, which has been something that I've been really, really pleased about, because obviously they're cheap, they're cheap as chips. Like, this is about £5, £5 or £6, and because of that I'm a little bit like, is this gonna work? But they're lovely, they work really, really well, and I have been using this most days, so yeah, well done again, Lacura. And that is it. Thank you for sticking with me through all of these. Like I said, I didn't think I had that much to show you, and then as I was kind of pulling things out, being like, oh yeah, I've used that a lot, then it just kind of all accumulated. So I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more. I put out videos every Friday from now on, because I've stopped moving house, and generally my life is slightly less chaotic than it was over the past couple of weeks. I say slightly, I mean very slightly. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Continue to stay safe out there. I know things are kind of hopefully moving in a good direction, but yeah, just take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. But they've recently upgraded packaging so that it's glass and then aluminium lids. Oh, aluminium. See, this is why Americans say aluminum, because that is easier to say, to be fair. Beeswicks. Oh.